Did you know that over 60% of the ingredients in the average makeup bag have never been tested for safety? And that some of them, like certain preservatives and synthetic fragrances, are linked to hormone disruption, skin irritation, and even cancer? The beauty industry loves to talk about flawless skin and glowing complexions, but behind the scenes, it's not always as clean as it looks. Today, we're breaking down 3 major toxic ingredients that are probably hiding in your daily routine, and we'll talk about how to spot them and swap them out. So, let's get into it. These days, cosmetics aren't just about looking good. They're part of your health routine, whether you realize it or not. From skincare to hair products to makeup, we're putting dozens of things on our skin every day. And your skin? It's not just a barrier. It actually absorbs a lot of what you put on it. Some ingredients are totally fine, but others, not so much. Here's the kicker. The global beauty industry is worth over $500 billion, but the rules around what can go into these products haven't really kept up, especially in countries like Australia and the US, where ingredients that are banned in Europe are still found in everyday items. So even if something's sitting on a shelf at your local store, that doesn't automatically mean it's safe. And it gets even trickier, because a lot of the questionable stuff isn't clearly labeled. You'll see vague words like fragrance that can actually hide hundreds of chemicals. Unless you're reading ingredient lists like a scientist, it's pretty easy to miss what's actually going on your face. So let's break it down. Here are 3 of the biggest red flags you'll want to keep an eye out for. First up, parabens. These are preservatives that help stop products from growing mold or bacteria. Sounds useful, but they also mimic estrogen in the body, and that kind of hormone disruption has been linked to things like breast cancer and fertility issues. You'll spot them on labels with names like methylparaben, propylparaben, or butylparaben. They show up in moisturizers, deodorants, shaving gels, and makeup. Next, phthalates. These are usually found in anything with a fragrance, perfumes, scented lotions, body sprays. They're another type of hormone disruptor, and they've been linked to lower sperm counts and developmental problems in children. What makes them harder to avoid is that brands often don't list them directly. Instead, they're just hidden under the word fragrance. And then we've got formaldehyde-releasing agents. Formaldehyde is a known human carcinogen, but you won't see it called that on the label. Instead, it might show up as ingredients like DMDM-hydantoin or quaternium-15. These slowly release formaldehyde to kill bacteria in the product, but repeated exposure has been linked to skin irritation, asthma, and increased cancer risk. You'll find them in hair treatments, nail polish, lash glue, and even some shampoos. So now you're probably wondering, how is this stuff even allowed? Short answer? The rules are pretty relaxed. In Australia, unless a product makes a therapeutic claim, like saying it can treat acne, it doesn't get much oversight. Same deal in the US. The FDA doesn't require companies to prove their cosmetics are safe before putting them on the market. Compare that to Europe, where they've banned over 1,300 ingredients in cosmetics. In Australia and the States, it's under 50. Yeah, big difference. So what should you do with all this info? Do you need to throw out everything in your bathroom? Not at all, but making a few simple changes can go a long way. Let's look at some real-world examples. Shampoos often contain sulfates like SLS. They make your hair feel squeaky clean, but they also strip natural oils and can be super irritating, especially if your skin's already sensitive. Combine that with parabens or formaldehyde agents, and it's not exactly a gentle formula. Deodorants and antiperspirants? Another hotspot. A lot of them still contain parabens and aluminum compounds, and let's be honest, some of those ingredient lists read like a chemistry set. Then there's makeup. Some foundations and concealers, especially imported or counterfeit ones, have been found to contain heavy metals like lead. And mascara or eyeliner might contain carbon black, which has been linked to cancer in animal studies. Even sunscreens can be an issue. Oxybenzone and octinoxate are common chemical filters that have been linked to hormone disruption, and they're also bad news for coral reefs. Mineral sunscreens with zinc oxide or titanium dioxide are usually a safer bet. And don't forget nail polish and removers. That strong chemical smell? It often comes from ingredients like toluene, DBP, and formaldehyde. So what can you actually do about it? First, check the labels. If something sounds more like it belongs in a science lab, look it up. Try to avoid anything with paraben, phthalates, or formaldehyde-releasing ingredients. You can use apps like Skin Deep or Think Dirty to scan a product and get a quick safety rating. Second, go fragrance-free when you can. And remember, unscented isn't the same. Unscented products can still include masking agents, so always double-check. Third, stick with mineral and organic formulas if that's an option for you. Mineral makeup, zinc-based sunscreens, certified organic skincare, these are often safer picks. Just don't fall for greenwashing. Read the ingredient list, not just the front of the packaging. And if you're wondering which brands are doing a better job, here are some solid ones to look into. Go-To Skincare is an Aussie favorite. No parabens, no synthetic fragrance, no PEs. Their cleanser and moisturizer are great swaps. The Ordinary is affordable and focused on ingredients that actually do something. Most of their products skip the harsh stuff like parabens and sulfates. Biology is another Australian brand. They use single-ingredient plant extracts, no hidden extras, just clean, straightforward skincare. Dr. Bronner's makes those all-in-one soaps you've probably seen before. Organic, biodegradable, and made from ingredients you can actually pronounce. Ethique makes shampoo and conditioner bars, plastic-free, vegan, and free from sulfates and parabens. Sukin is everywhere in Australia, from chemists to supermarkets, and they've built their name on avoiding the major nasties. Ultraviolet is a great option for sunscreen. It's Aussie-made, high-performing, and doesn't include reef-harming chemicals like oxybenzone. And if you've been eyeing Flower Beauty by Drew Barrymore, it's a bit of a mixed bag. The brand is cruelty-free and affordable, which is great. Some of their products, like the Bitten Lip Stain, are fragrance-free and don't contain parabens. Others, like the Light Illusion Foundation, do include ingredients like phenoxyethanol and added fragrance. So it really depends on the specific product. If you're ingredient conscious, check the label or run it through an app like SkinSafe before you buy. Look, no brand is perfect. Even the better ones can have a few questionable ingredients depending on the formula. But staying informed and actually checking those labels gives you way more control. And supporting the brands that are transparent and doing the right thing. That's how we start shifting the industry. Ask questions, leave reviews, let companies know you care about what goes into their products. Because this isn't just about vanity, it's about health. Some of these chemicals are being found in our blood, in urine samples, even in breast milk. And who's most affected? Often it's young people, pregnant women, and communities with fewer choices. Enjoying the insights so far? Subscribe to MedHeads for more evidence-based discussions, expert interviews, and content designed to keep you sharp and informed. So, here's what we covered. Not all makeup is created equal. A lot of it contains ingredients that are banned in other countries for a reason. Parabens can mess with hormones. Phthalates hide behind the word fragrance. Formaldehyde releasers are hard to spot, but risky with long-term use. Marketing claims don't guarantee safety. The word natural isn't regulated. Even big brands can sneak questionable ingredients into their products. But with the right info and a few simple tools, you can take back control. Read the label, use a scanner app, choose products from brands that are transparent about what they put inside. Thanks for listening.